This is DreamSpark, a guided daydream to help you shift how things feel without forcing anything. If you've been feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or a little hopeless, this is just a space to soften, reset, and reconnect with a version of you that's still moving forward. Take a second to settle in. Okay, maybe close your eyes or soften your focus. Imagine you're sitting in a quiet space. The kind of quiet where nothing is being asked of you. You don't have to figure out anything right now. You don't have to solve your life. Just sit here for a moment. If things have been feeling heavy, like everything is piling up, like you're behind or stuck or unsure what to do next, just let that be here. You don't need to push it away. You don't need to reframe it. Just notice. This is how it feels right now. Now imagine that version of you. The one sitting here is not broken, not behind, not failing. Just someone who is carrying a lot. And it makes sense that it feels this way. Stay with that for a second. What happens in your body when you stop treating this feeling like a problem and just let it be something you're experiencing. Now gently, imagine that this moment is not the end of your story, it's just a moment inside you. Even if you can't see the next step clearly yet, there is still movement in your life, even now. Picture a version of you a little bit forward from here. Not completely different, not suddenly thriving, just slightly more okay. Maybe they got through the day. Maybe something small shifted. Maybe they just felt a little less stuck. Maybe a random cool opportunity came up that you're like, oh, okay, cool. That version of you exists. Not far away, just one moment at a time ahead. Notice what feels different about them. Is it their pace, their breathing, the way they're talking to themselves? Now come back to you right here. You don't have to become this version all at once. You don't need a big plan. You don't need to fix anything. Just imagine this. What would it feel like to take one tiny step forward from here? Not the perfect step, not the life-changing one, just a small, doable movement. Let that feel simple, possible, even if it's small. Notice your body again. Has anything softened even slightly? Has anything shifted even just a little? You don't need to have 100% clarity on everything. You don't need to feel amazing. Just need a little space, a little breath, and one place to begin. Stay here for one more moment. You're allowed to take your time. You're allowed to move slowly. You're allowed to not have it all figured out. And now just stay here as we gently shift into a new way of thinking. So even if this moment feels heavy, something is still moving in my life. Even if I can't see it fully yet, things are still unfolding for me. Isn't it interesting how even in moments like this, something in me is still trying? Something is already softening. Something is already opening. I love how I don't have to rush this. I love how I'm allowed to move through this at my own pace. Isn't it wonderful how not everything is decided yet? There are possibilities here. There are still paths I haven't seen yet. Even now, things are rearranging in my favor in ways I don't fully understand yet. I don't have to force hope. I can let it find me again slowly. I love how I'm still learning how to trust myself more. Isn't it cool how small moments like this can change the direction of everything? Something in me knows how to move forward, even gently, even slowly. I'm not stuck forever. This is just a moment. This is just a little lesson. Even now, there is space for things to get better. And now, just let that settle as we shift one more time. Then we go into a power drift. I'm moving differently now. I'm not stuck. I'm moving in ways I can't always see yet. Even if things feel unclear, something is still unfolding for me. Even if things feel unclear, something is still unfolding for me. I'm not behind. I'm actually avoiding paths that weren't right for me. Isn't it interesting how what feels like delay might actually be protection? I'm flowing around things that would have held me down. I love how I don't have to force the wrong opportunities. I love how I'm being redirected towards what actually fits me. Something is aligning for me, even if it doesn't look obvious yet. Isn't it cool how I don't have to chase everything? What's meant for me isn't something I have to beg for. I'm allowed to move forward with clarity, even if it comes step by step. I love how I'm becoming more selective with my energy. I'm not missing out, I'm filtering. I'm not stuck, I'm recalibrating. Isn't it wonderful how I don't need to settle for what doesn't feel right? Something better is always a possibility. This or something better. Even now, things are rearranging in ways that support me. I love how I'm learning to trust the timing of my life. And boy, is it a good timing. I don't need to rush into something just to feel in control. I'm allowed to move in a way that actually works for me. I'm flowing, even when it's quiet. And I'm allowed to trust that this is leading me somewhere better. I am becoming someone who gets things moving. I am someone who gets things moving. Not in a rush way, but in a clear, calm, grounded way. I love how I don't stay stuck for long anymore. I love how I figure things out as I go. Isn't it cool how I don't need to have all the answers to start? I love how people come to me when they need help because they know I can handle it. I'm someone who follows through. I'm someone who finds a way. I love how things are getting easier for me to understand. I love how clarity comes to me when I begin. I love how I don't overcomplicate everything like I used to. That version of me, the one who overthinks everything, the one who sees stuff, the one who waits until it's perfect, I'm allowed to outgrow her. And I thank her. She was protecting me. I am shedding that version gently, naturally. I don't need to force it. I just don't live there anymore. I love how I move now. I love how I trust myself to figure things out. I love how I don't spiral the way I used to. I love how I take things one step at a time. And it works. I'm someone who gets momentum. I'm someone who builds things. And it builds it amazingly. I am someone who makes things happen in my own way, but I don't control. I let go. It comes into place perfectly as I expect, but not perfectly because I don't need things to be perfect. Everything is perfect as it is in its own beautiful way. Isn't it interesting how things start to click when I decide to move? I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be in motion, and I am. I love how I let go and I trust and I stop trying and control because things are working out in my favor. I know that. I love how I relax my shoulders while I do the work. I love how I take moments and thinking about how beautiful the day is, finding the joy. It feels so calm, and I'm grateful for patience, and I'm grateful for hope, and I'm grateful for things working out, and I'm grateful for when things don't work out because it's a lesson, and I am very proactive. And what am I learning from this? What is this telling me? How can I do this better? Ooh, thank you, world, for protecting me. I know to go in a different direction. Great idea, world. Thank you so much. I love how I'm being consistent without forcing it. I love how things are starting to flow. I love how I'm stepping into a version of me that actually follows through. I love how I'm stepping in a version of me that believes I am capable, I am adequate, I am worthy, and it feels natural. Not forced, not fake, just who I am now. in the right rooms with the right people. I love the people I've been meeting. I love how I'm meeting people I genuinely respect, and they respect me genuinely too. It feels mutual, it feels easy, it feels real. Isn't it cool how I don't have to force connections anymore? I love how I can just be myself and that's enough. I love how people get me. I love how people enjoy being around me. I love how I'm surrounded by people who feel aligned, inspiring, and supportive. I love how I've been dropping fear and walking more in love, and I can feel the difference. I love how I'm starting to see the good in things instead of focusing on what's missing. I love how I've been focusing on the love and dropping the lack. I love how when I shift into love, everything around me starts to shift too. I'm meeting people I adore. I'm meeting people I couldn't even fathom that I would meet. And they are so pumped to meet me too. I'm building connections that feel exciting and natural and mutual. I love how things just flow between us. I love how conversations just feel easy. I love how opportunities come from these spaces without forcing anything. I'm so excited for what's opening for me. I'm so excited to say yes to opportunities that feel right. I love how I'm stepping into things that actually bring me closer to my purpose. I love how I trust myself to know what's aligned. There is no failing. There is only learning, growing, expanding. Everything is adding up. Everything is building on itself, and I'm right in the middle of it. More is coming, more connection, more opportunity, more alignment. And yet, everything right in the present is just beautiful. And I'm open to it. I'm ready for it. I love how I'm already living it. I'm ready for the next level. I'm shedding the part of me that felt scared and was afraid that I would hide. And I'm ready. I'm capable. I am worthy for amazing things. And amazing things are ready for me. I love life, and I love how life is protecting me. I love how things that didn't work out for me were actually making space for something better. Isn't it interesting how what felt like rejection might have been protection? I love how life filters things out for me. I love how I don't have to force what isn't right. I love how I'm being guided toward what actually fits me. I love how I have the courage to walk towards what feels right. Even when I didn't understand it at the time, life was still working in my favor. I love how I can trust that now. I am safe. I am safe to grow. I am safe to be seen. I am safe to succeed. And even I am safe to fail because I know how to come back to myself, and I appreciate the lessons. I love how life doesn't rush me into the wrong things. I love how things unfold at the right time for me. I love how I'm being redirected again and again towards something better and better. Life is not against me. Life is for me. Life is responding to me. Life is supporting me. I love how I'm starting to feel that again. I love how I don't need to chase at everything because what's meant for me is being held for me. I love how I can relax into that. I love how I can move forward without fear because I know I am supported. I love life, and I love how life is protecting me. And I can feel that even now. Take a nice inhale through your nose. And exhale. Ooh, just sit with that. Let it land in your body. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. You're wonderful. Enjoy this day.